So this is a video about trading in the month of November, which will be my 7th month in trading. And really there's no flex, there's really nothing to brag about. It's simply me documenting my progress, as transparently as possible, my trading statistics, my mindset, and other relatable factors regarding or related to trading, all in order to obtain a monthly goal of over $100,000. So let's talk about some statistics. So this is my month of November. As you can see, I had a net P&L of $6,093. I don't really know how this platform calculates, the trade expectancy or the profit factor. My win rate was 72%, or if you round it up, 73%. I had 33 total trades, 24 were wins and 9 were losses. And as you can see, this was my equity graph starting from November 1st all the way to the end of November. And it was honestly one of my best months. As you guys can see, I only had one losing day, which is pretty amazing. I did have 9 trades that I lost, but as you can see, only one of the days, ended up being a loss because I made it back in, other trades. So let's go over the trade report and look at the statistics. So if you look at my total P&L, $6,093. My average winning trade was $283.70. My average losing trade was $79.46. So that's just on a trade by trade basis. Not my average winning day, which there is another statistic. My average winning day P&L was $371, while my average losing day P&L was $214. And then my average daily P&L was $338. See, so yeah, the total number of trades that I took was 33. Number of winning trades, 24. Number of losing trades, 9, resulting in a win rate of 73%. My max consecutive wins was 7 trades. My max consecutive losses were 3 trades. I paid almost $300 in commission this month. My biggest profit was $922.62. My largest loss was $163. So looking at my largest profitable day, it was $817, and my largest losing day was $214. So this is my largest profit trade, and this is my largest day. So there's a difference. My average hold time for my winning trades was 7 minutes, and my average hold time for losing trades was 3 minutes. Ideally, you would want your average hold time for winning trades to be longer because you want to hold your winners as long as possible while you cut your losses as quickly as possible. So those numbers make sense. As for the R multiple, I didn't really put in the statistic. So these are probably inaccurate. They calculate this based on what you input as your risk and where you're willing to get stopped out, which I never did. So yeah, I think that's inaccurate. My net daily P&L graph was looking like this. If every month was like this, I'd be a happy camper, with no complaints. And from there, I would just try to scale because obviously something is working. My strategy, the discipline that I hold, and my overall approach to the market seems to be paying off on my 7th month of trading in November. As for my mindset, although I set a monetary goal, it's not like I'm trying to go for home runs every single day. I'm trying to focus on the process of developing myself, my process, my strategy, and constantly refining all of those factors so that the end result would be a 6-figure monthly profit. I believe that at the end of the day, you need to both set goals and expectations and also be able to focus on the process. It's a bit paradoxical, but one without the other wouldn't make sense. If I only focus on the process, but with no end goal in sight, there's no hard data for me to compare myself to and any sign of improvement. You need something to measure yourself against. Just like how a powerlifter has a certain weight that they're trying to strive for in competition, or a business and meeting annual profit targets at the end of the year. However, if I only focus on the results, it becomes very difficult to see through the setbacks, and it may take an emotional and frustrating toll on you because you're not seeing the improvement in the time that you want to see it, ultimately disappointing yourself and making it harder to follow your process and stick to the plan. With a mixture of both, it's a healthy understanding of understanding what I'm going after, but also being able to enjoy and focus on the day-to-day activities that will help me get to my result. Every day, I need to wake up with the right mentality of sticking to my trading principles, such as holding winners longer, cutting losses quickly, and sizing in disproportionately bigger on my A+ setups. It's really a continual, never-ending process of refinement, setbacks, and breakthroughs that make the game so interesting to play. It involves a multitude of different factors, and it really takes a holistic thinker to become great at it. Not only do you have to track and analyze the real, hard data in your journal, but you also have to be introspective about yourself in real time looking at your emotions, your tendencies, during and after the trades. You have to be self-aware and constantly be reflecting upon yourself and your trades on a day-to-day basis. You have to maintain a healthy and disciplined life outside of trading as well, making sure you get enough sleep before you trade, and also exercising consistently to keep your mind and body right and healthy. Finally, this is the last puzzle to the piece, and I think this is one of the most important factors of it all. And it's that you have to have a strong belief in yourself, and you have to find some sort of purpose as to why you're undertaking such a hard and long journey. You know, the statistic of gaining profitability and consistency in trading is extremely difficult, and it must be that 90% of traders that try to trade ultimately fail and end up losing money. So it's extremely difficult. Every single profitable trader has gone through their seasons of setbacks and downturns, but the ones that survive know that you have to be able to push through it and be resilient through it all. And in order to do so, you need some sort of purpose and a why as to why you're doing it all. I know that not only do I do this for myself, but also for my future self, and my future loved ones, and future family. And I also don't want to live a life of regret, thinking to myself why I didn't try as hard or stay as disciplined to my plan, and ultimately think to myself why I couldn't fulfill my potential. Once I was in alignment with who I was and what I believed in, and also what I'm trying to go after, I believe that's when I started to see consistency and profitability in my trading. I believe that the market and your P&L is a direct reflection of you and where you're at in your current life stage. And any doubts or self-limiting beliefs will eventually show up in your trading. And so it's your job to constantly be reassessing yourself, constantly be reflecting on yourself and your trades, and ultimately stay on your toes at all times.